All right, on to week 4, day 2, the second candy challenge we've given you. Let's go with, how about a green today? Questions 1 and 2 say draw the $1.84 in two different ways. Well, this is going to kind of be up to you and your child. We just want to make sure that they use the correct coins. Remember, you can label coins using the cent symbols. You can label them using the letters. Remember, hairy money. If they happen to use hairy money, every hair is worth 5. So quarters would have 5 hairs for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on. But just make sure they make 184 cents or $1.84 in two different ways. And if you don't want to draw it out, if they want to actually use real money or pretend money, if you happen to have those at home, that would be awesome too. And if you need more space, feel free to do it on notebook paper or wherever you can. Number 3, look at the calendar below. What is the date of the third Monday? Well, first of all, to figure this out, we need to find the third Monday. So across the top, instead of the words, we actually have the letters, and we know that the days of the week make a pattern. So we know that Mondays happen to start with an M, so we can find the M for Monday right here. Now, we've also taught the kids that this blank box right here does not count because that is a part of the month before. So make sure that they do not count that Monday. They should know, but they might need a reminder. So when we count for the third Monday, we have our first, our second, and our third. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job. So when they write the date needs to be two things. It needs to be the month. So when we look up here, we see that the month is December. So they can write the word out or they can abbreviate it. Make sure they're using a capital letter because it is the name of a month. So December 19th, and make sure that the number is an ordinal number because we want them to know that when things are in order, they have a position or a ordinal number. Number 4, circle all of the following items that would be best measured using inches. A football field. We definitely do not want to measure that in inches. That would take a very long time. B, a glue stick. A glue stick would definitely be an option. I'm actually going to highlight. I think that'll be easier. A glue stick would definitely, oops, maybe not. See if I can get it to work. Nope, just kidding. Oh, nope. A Lego. Depending on how long the Lego is, it could be one of those flat, small ones. That could work. Probably, well, that's just, it depends on if they're talking about it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go back to the pen. A glue stick, definitely. A giraffe. Now, a giraffe would take a little while to measure in inches, so we're not going to choose a giraffe. A picture frame. Yes, some picture frames could be measured in inches. Some you might want to use a different unit of measurement. And a box of crowns, I would say for sure, could be measured in inches. Number 5, it says use the following tally table to create the pictograph below. Now, a pictograph is one that uses one picture, and I like to think of that O in picto as being one, just the same picture over and over and over. So it happens to show us when we look at our tally chart, it happens to give us right here a code. It gives us a key with a code that every check mark we make stands for 2 times. So we want to count by twos using those. So when you look at the ways of kindness that were shown, the number of times, where for says thank you, when we count them, we see that there are, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So over thank you, we want to do check marks, but we do want to do 8 of them. We want to do 2, 4, 6, 8. And we want to go vertically since the boxes are stacked vertically, and this makes it easy to compare all of them. When you look at give someone a compliment and we count those, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, we're counting by twos. Find compliment, and I would try to line these up beside the checks that are beside it, almost like you could draw a line over them, and they could if they wanted to. But we're going for 6, so there's 2, 4, and 6. And finally holds the door. We notice that there are 2 votes, so we know that every check is worth 2, so we would just need 1 check there. Um, Now, if we had had every check was worth 1, then we would have been putting the exact amount. So make sure they're counting by 2s. We got lucky not having to split a check mark. Number 6, find the difference between 29 and 77. Now, difference, I like to think when I write the F's in difference, it takes a minus sign to go through the F's. So the difference means to subtract. The other part of subtracting is remembering that you need to take whichever number is larger, and when we subtract it, it needs to go on top. Now, your students may want to line it up and do 77 minus 29. And if they choose to do it this way, they need to start in the ones place and look and say, oh, I can't do 7 minus 9. The bigger's on the floor. So they would go next door and get 10 more. When you subtract, you get 8 and you get 4. The answer would be 48. Another option that they could do would be to draw it out. So if they drew, it's going to get really messy. If they drew 77, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they want to take away 29, well, I would want to, I'm going to switch my color. I would want to take away 9, but I noticed that my ones don't have 9. So I have to go next door and crush a 10. So this one I'm going to get rid of. And I'm going to turn it into 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I can definitely take 9 away. And I know it would be all of these except for one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all those and move that one up there. So then you can take away your 2 10s right here. And when you get rid of those, you are left with 4 10s and 8 1s. That's another way. And number 7, finally, I'm sorry, that's so messy, by the way. Which object could measure about 12 inches? Well, we know that 12 inches is the same thing as a foot. We've mentioned it. The students might have retained it. You might have to remind them, but tell them that's about how long most rulers seem to be, about a foot. So a paper clip would definitely not be 12 inches. A school bus would definitely not be 12 inches. A book, however, could be 12 inches. And the flagpole, we're talking about the one that would be outside of a business or a school. That one would definitely not be 12 inches. So there is your day 2.